Okay, this is another stealth-related video, hoping to supplement that discussion that's taking place on the boards. What you're looking at now is a character I brought over from my 2.5 playtest and have largely got it set up like it was over there. So he's 51st level, almost 52nd level. He's got some good gear. Let's see, make sure everything debuggy is off. Yeah, wait, don't want that on. Turn that off. Okay, all the creative stuff is off. Right, let's look at the gear real fast. The character's got a full set of assassin armor. The gear is decent. Don't have the top armor yet. Don't have any of the extra stealth stuff on that piece of equipment. Really want to have that on everything. But, you know, he's getting there. And since I just came over from another world, I've lost all my ability to craft stuff, so you know, it's a setback for this character. But something else I want to point out is when I do playtesting, I try to have a little faster acceleration, so this guy gains experience. The levels don't cost as much to go up, and what else? He gets extra skill points per level. Again, I'm doing that entirely because I want to playtest stuff. And anyway, it took me about an hour and a half to bring that character over. For whatever reason, the usual world transfer didn't work, so I had to remake everything using the creative menus, etc. But anyway, what I wanted to stealth was, stealth up a higher level TFP POI, and this one's sitting right near the base. Yeah, you know, I need a good command to put the time back a little bit because I'm blowing time on my discussion. So I'm going to pause this while I set the time back an hour and then show you something. Okay, time has been reset. Gives me a half hour till the sun goes down. Wanted to point out, standing here holding a nice burning club out in the middle of daylight, stealth 80, wearing assassin armor with a couple of mods. Not a complete set of stealthy mods yet, but that's pretty bad, right? And then if I'm moving around, it's 100. So light is a huge factor. Daylight, depending on the time of day, you know, it's getting better, but daylight matters, and then holding your own little bright light doesn't help at all either. So yeah. Alright, we're going to try and stealth this entire building. My stealth value is getting better at 15. It will probably get a little better once dark lands. So anyway, we're sneaking in. Just crouch and go right now. We're running about a 23. I think that was about a 23, right? What do we max our move out? 22, 23, depending. Okay, we hit a noisemaker. Doesn't seem to be one handy, but we'll hit one eventually. Interacting with a mailbox, you know, bumped it up by 2 or 3. Okay, nighttime. Got us down to about a 14, 13, 11, just standing pretty decent. Could be better. I've seen, you know, as low as 4 with maxed out assassin armor, and I haven't tried rogue armor. But okay, I'm going to shut up, listen for my footsteps. I think that one was wandering, that's why it was moving and up on a table, up on a chair, but it hadn't detected us. Okay, gonna open that door, but gonna stand back. Stealth on 9, 15 when I opened, back to 9, standing. Right. I'm liking 9, but standing there is not necessarily what we do a lot of in stealth. We gotta move a little bit. Alright. I think that's trash. Yeah. Okay. I haven't played in a while. My movements are not as precise as they could be. There's no doubt one in there. Get any angles on something above us? Probably not. Now there was a noisemaker. Where is it? Under the trash, maybe? The glass, of course, makes noise. Yeah, let's take this out and see. Is that our noisemaker? Could be. The glass definitely does. It's got to be the glass. That made a bunch of noise in my headphones. Yeah, breaking glass, even if it's on the ground, runs that stealth up to 13 from 7. Okay, that didn't wake him, but he's definitely letting us know he's there. Ooh, get up on this chair. Got an angle. Got it. Okay. I don't really want to spend a lot of time with inventory for video. Yeah, I want that. This is a nice noisemaker too, or can be if they use the one. So I'm gonna step up on it. Nope, didn't break. There's a breakable one, and it makes noise. Okay, if I remember this POI, there's a bit of a possible ambush here. Oh, woke the cop up. I don't know that he saw me, but when I fired, it might have given myself away. I was too fast to act on that. No arrow? Okay. To my left or right. He's got to be in that room. Ah, there's one. Oh, wait. Cabinets. Now, I could shoot those with an arrow, but I just don't think there's anything in them. Food. Normally I would shoot those with an arrow to open them. Hi there. That is likely the one we heard while we were standing over there. Can't see over there. That's clear. Okay. Nothing further down here. Let's see if this is one of the noisemakers. Nope. Maybe this one? Nope. No. These usually slow you down. Do they make noise? Yes. Not much, but they do. And they slow you down. Okay, we're standing in the dark over here. Got a 6. I like 6. 7. Just gonna, okay. But we're going up steps and there's some light right there. So we're going to find that our minimum probably can't be 6 if we're standing here in the light. 7 though, that's pretty close. 9. Yeah. There's a torch. You know, some of these I like to, you know, like take a wrench. I don't think I'm carrying one right now. No, take a wrench and take out the lights. You would think sometimes you'd be able to just shoot a light with a bow and that would take the light out, but you know, they have too many hit points. Alright, could be one on the other side of that. Nope. Okay, door. This will be the library. Look at that. So this is like an opportunity, I always think, because if I shoot him, I probably won't kill him. He's a big one. But he can't really get to me. He's going to run around a lot. There. So he's probably going to come up the stairs. He may lose track of me. I'm thinking he has. I should wait till he's green. He's green. Oh, where's he at? Because if we let enough time pass, we can get another sneak attack on him. Just don't know where he's at. Oh, I think he's in there. He is. He's behind the door. Got a second sneak attack on him, and that was enough. Alright, back upstairs. Any other shots of opportunity while we're here? Nope. Anybody up in that ceiling that we can see? Nope. Alright. That was a toughie, because there's a blind spot behind that desk, in addition to the usual door ones. I might have enough parkour to get up a spot. Oh, yep, just barely. Okay, nope. Nothing up there. Looking for some lines of opportunity. Nothing. Seems bright in here. My stealth only got down to 10, so there's some light involved. I really want to see there. Look at that. There's one right there. We get a kill and he's back. Yep. And a buddy. Yeah, we'll loot later. We're not here on a quest. It's not going anywhere. Okay, ladder. Ladder clobbered stealth. No longer stealthed. Gonna have to do some jumping, so I'm just gonna not stealth this part. That was dumb. Really? Who did I hear? Somebody on the ceiling? Or roof, maybe? Okay. Breaking tiles can, of course, make noise. Let's cut that corner and listen. Yeah, so you made about 5. Okay, we're going to lose stealth going up the ladder. So we want to, like, get in position. Yep, see, got heard. Really? Okay, well. Really? Okay, fine. The Navezgane is right outside. Or is it? Oh, I bet I walked over here. That means the bicycle is, or the motorcycle is not sitting just outside for some healing. Okay, let's fix that. Since we're not on a quest, we can do that. Oops, where did I put them? There we go. Well, we want one of those. No, we want one of those. And a splint. Alright. And check the medicine cabinet. A little short on aloe, but it'll be fine. Alright. Take the medicine cabinet back over to where we were playing around. That's great. We should be good through here. And this one we are following the dungeon path. I don't normally like to follow the dungeon path, but this isn't a bad one. Oh, gosh darn it. This one isn't a bad one to follow the path on. There's one or two places where I might deviate. Alright. Alright, stealth run. Once we get to the top. I really hate that ladders break stealth, but alright, we got some work to do up here because there can be zombies in a variety of places. Yep, and one wandering, a big one too. Alright, I want to like break line of sight with him and maybe get another shot. Well, my stealth is holding. He's green. I just don't think I'll get another sneak attack in that amount of time. So we want to let him recover. Keep him at a distance. Alright, let's try it. I don't think I hit him. There we go. Got another sneak attack. Of course, all my arrows probably fell into the basement or wherever that was. Yeah, look. Is he here? Nope, he's down there. So we lost a couple arrows because they'll be gone by the time we get down there. We're coming back to this, but we got things to cope with. What we need is line of sight at a distance. Another spot over here. Don't think there's one here. Nope. There we go. I don't really remember any being over there. When they can't find you and they're running around, they sometimes go weird places. And, so I've had them down there before. I don't know why I didn't use the pick, but, you know, whatever. I think there's, oh, yeah, just a backpack. Okay, now this has all the makings of a trap to me. I don't really want to go down there, but not like that. But I have played this one before, and I do think this is a safe descent. But if I didn't trust it, what I'd be more likely to do would be to make a hole and work my way down a block at a time. So I might come over here, 5 thou. Yeah, that's not really going to help much. Yeah, but you get the idea. I mean, if you're patient and play the long game with stealth, you know, you make a way down. 1,000's not so bad. And if it were a tier 5, you know, I'd have no qualms at all about knocking off 5,000 point blocks. Anything to avoid a really nasty fight. And so, you know, you can stealth your way down like this. Just taking out the wall. The other thing is the volume that I'm dropping into probably stops at that block edge. I mean, maybe since it's an upper floor, the designer made it stick out a little farther. That's a nice convenience in the prefab editor when you're building the zombie volume to stick out, so it's easy to grab hold of. But they may not have. And so here we are. We're down a decent ways. I don't know that I could jump that. I don't know. You know, what I want is an escape hatch, you know, so if I take this one out, I can easily just get to the roof and get out of the building. Yeah, I have to jump up one block, but that I can do. Alright, that's locked. And then, alright, we didn't activate anything, so no trigger volume there, no zombies hiding, so really we could have just dropped down. But, you know, stealth is paranoia. Was that a foot? No. And no. Okay, we did clear one out from over here already. He was standing there. We shot him through that hole. Okay. Give me some good lines. Looking good. Another hole. That's the office that we cleared at the beginning. Any lines? No. Anything through here? No. Of course we could always, you know. Yeah, anyway, don't see anything. Gonna open that door at max distance. It's daytime and our stealth is holding about 9 and 7. I like that. You know, sometimes you get into a place and they like to trap things in the ceiling. One thing you can kind of do is start sampling the ceiling a little bit. In this case, there is enough room for a one square kind of zombie, but I don't know. I just don't think there's one here. Oh, hello. Where's that at? That might be outside. I was hearing that walking zombie to my right. I think that's outside. Was like hash. I don't really want this stuff, but it's going to disappear if I don't grab it. Let's put it here. Sure, you too. Even that, but why not? Say we'll get them later. Yeah. Okay, there could be one on the other side of this wall, so I don't really want to get close to it. Well, headshot's dubious, but we can get her in the butt. Yeah. So you stepped on that noisemaker. I'm so used to having that book that says noisemakers don't make any noise, but since I have restarted this character and have all those books read, Alright, we're going to try and make this, see if it's Noisemaker. Nope. I keep hoping to demo that for you, but not happening. Alright, I seem to remember something about ambushy about this. There we go. One on the ceiling. Thankfully just one. Nope. See, there's one there. We didn't wake them up while we were fighting. Noise? Nope. Alright, I'll be back for that in a second. I want to make sure this room behind me is clear. Okay, now see, there's a great example of some doors that I just want to open them. Okay, nobody in them. I don't want to get close to them because that'll wake zombies for sure, but shooting their door with an arrow doesn't seem to do it. Not sure what's going on outside. I can hear people running around. Okay, no. There's space in that ceiling. No. No. Is that a head sticking out? It is. Nobody behind that door? Don't see him. Nobody behind the... Okay. Yeah, there's a zombie outside. Well, I guess the cop standing in the corner would be a good target. Is that a crawler? No, that's debris. Alright, let's take the cop. This, I do recall it being something going on here, and I don't really like that big bright light. Yeah, I don't remember if there's an ambush there or not. I don't really want to go out there. I want to skirt the area. Oh, hi. So, you know, tell me stealth sucks when I'm standing 1 meter away from them and they're still asleep. Hang there. Debris. Okay. So that took 2 potential ambushers out. If I'm in a if there's a volume here, this would be it. No. Yeah. So 4 ambushers are gone. Hearing one distant rider ahead. Yeah, that's that me stepping on that noisemaker again.
Sorry, I didn't find a group or device named Noisemaker.
Thank you. That would be the Amazon hockey puck sitting beside me, adding a little spice of life. Alright, Alright, so clearly if there's a volume there to trigger, I've either completely wiped out all the zombies for it, or it's not really there. Though we didn't kill that one, so I just don't think there was a trigger there. Somebody's outside. I'll just let them be outside. Alright, now, this is one of those things where we prep the battlefield, so, you know, what I would probably do is clear the debris, because it's just going to slow you down. Okay. And then, I don't don't really want to carry all that chunk around though. We'll get it later. And then I would prep this exit, because that's 2,400, whereas that's 15,000, so why would I go through the door? Now, I'm not sure I really need this. On the other hand, this does let us go out to the medicine cabinet if we needed to, or take care of all the zombies that might be hanging out, making all this noise. Where you at, buddy? Right there. Quit making noise. Anybody else? Yeah, her. Okay, got a nice quiet place to fight now. And I'm sprinting while crouching. That is another nice way to blow your stealth. But I'm gambling that I've cleared all that up to about here. Let that drain off. We're about an 8. Hallway is clear. Okay, we're good. Alright, here's a window of opportunity, so to speak. That's nobody. That's nobody. There's a real zombie right there. Got a nice soldier to pick on. Alright, he's gone. All I see. There'll be some up there in the ceiling, but we'll get a better vantage point from them. I don't remember that being... Oh, okay, cool. So we woke somebody up opening the door and stepping up. I don't think he really knows where we are, and that mist didn't help, but... Alright. Back away slowly. Just carry on to our usual location. Another window of opportunity, by the way. What's that sitting out there? Alright, we probably have an opportunity shot on that one if he ever wanders into view. You know, I mean, I could also be picking on the wall here and get more shots, but... Yeah, he heard me. Okay. Right. I'll let him be. He's... Oh, there we go. So he didn't know where I was until I hit him. They're pretty tough. I don't like fighting them. There's somebody out here. Really? Where are you? There you are. Fine. Keep the arrow. No, I want the arrow. Where are you? Right there. Thank you. That's kind of what I like doing the upper level quests without, or the upper level POIs without actually having a quest. This is where the acid guy got through. Now we don't want to be super noisy, but look at all the other acid guys. Well, I'll tell you what. You normally don't get to them through that method. You get to them through here. too cavalier there. Should open that door from a maximum distance. But familiarity breeds sloppiness. Okay. So here's the part where, you know, you should take on the entire room and be overwhelmed by all the big acid guys that are up there. Alright, we know we won't get the acid guys in one shot, at least not with the gear we're carrying. So, you know, one at a time. Where'd that one go? Did I put it in the beam or something? Ooh, got him in one shot. Nobody else hiding around? No? What's that? Bag. Alright, and we did take out like 1 or 2 soldiers already. That noise is that away. He must be outside. Oh, there's one. No headshot at this angle. We could go get one, but I don't think we need it. There's another one. And my arrow. Well, anyway, I believe that finished that POI. Yeah, well, we can hit the button. I think that creates an open door now. Isn't that nice? So in any event, I'm going to shut the video down now here and go take my phone call. So